Welcome back, all you beautiful members of the Orphan Guild. It is I, your host, the D&D Orphan, back with another episode of Dragon from Ice-Spire Peak. To recap, for all of you people who are new to the series or who have not watched the last episode, our group has disembarked from Nomengrad, finally finishing their quest, where the King Dingle had madness, which in fact was not really madness, but just paranoia, as an undead changeling had taken the shape of one of his loyal subjects, secretly attempting to kill him. The group made quick work of this undead changeling, however, and with the head of the beast in hand, they were given their reward and disembarked back to Phandalin, where we pick up today's session. As always, I'm joined with our lovely cast of adventurers. From the very top, we have the dashing Donovan.
Hey, I'm King. I play Donovan, the Sorcerer Warlock multi-class.
From there, we have the great Garrak.
Hey, I'm a cleric. I play my name's Garrak. My name's Austin. I play a cleric in the Tempest class.
From there, we have the ingenious Ivyn.
I play Ivan Velasar. He's a Tabaxi Artificer and Cleric, with the Cleric domain being Trickery. And I think that's everything. I should really make a.
From there, we have a player who is returning once again from a little bit of a break. We haven't seen him in a minute. The tenacious Tharn.
Hello. I'm Koen. I'm playing Tharn Ironclad. He's a Goliath Echo Knight Fighter from Hill Giant Descent.
And last, but certainly not least, we have a member who you've probably seen on some of our other campaigns before as well. We have the enamorous Echo.
Yo, I'm Echo. I play the Warforged. What was I playing? Oh yeah, Ranger. Sorry, it's been a while. And yeah, I'm here to keep these lot in check.
And with that, we pick up today's session. But before we get into that, please, as always, one second, actually, let me just fix that because I noticed one of the things didn't update real quick. Discord reactive tech, properties. Perfect. Okay. As always, if you haven't already, please make sure to smash that sub button and join the Orphan Guild, become a fellow adventurer, and embark on these quests with us. And to do that, you're also going to need to make sure to tap that notification bell to make sure you're alerted every single time we go live or upload a video to here on the channel. And as well, if you enjoy the content, make sure to smash that like button and leave a comment down below about your favorite moment from this video. Please, anything, your favorite player, your favorite moment, something you found funny. Just leave a comment down below and show some support. You have no idea how much it helps us in the algorithm. So let's hop right into it. Oh, and as always as well, if you would like to see some of my partners' content, you can check out my link tree in my bio, or you can find her on OnlyFans at stoned_n_summer.
OnlyFans?
Right.
Question mark?
Yes, my my girlfriend. Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, with that.
Not every link tree is OnlyFans.
Yeah, no, this link tree specifically does go to OnlyFans because it is my girlfriend.
Anytime I hear OnlyFans, it's all I think about is it's probably some nudes.
Yep, it's my girlfriend's OnlyFans. Yeah, and like I said, anyone watching at home, if you're interested in that kind of content, please check it out. I can say for sure it is worth the buck. All right, with that, we begin today's adventure as we focus in first on the tavern, where 3 people currently sleep. Well, much more than 3, but 3 who we are focusing on. Those 3 being Garrak, Ivyn, and Donovan. Specifically today, Donovan's head, as he sleeps, is filled with nightmares. Wait, did I say Donovan? I meant Garrak. I said Donovan, didn't I? Garrak. Garak's head is filled with nightmares. Nightmares of clashing tides upon shores, of thunder clouds striking sand, creating glass, of roaring figures, of wind and hurricanes. You awaken 6 or 7 times, Garrak. You're not sure if it's bad alcohol, bad food, or bad memories, but you cannot get good rest. And every single time you think you've fallen asleep for a good bit, you're stirred awaken once again. As Garrak, for the final time, you're stirred awaken. You see the sunrise begin to flutter light into your room, just barely beginning to bathe your face. You wipe your eyes, you stretch your muscles, and you decide that fuck it, you're not getting any more sleep. So let's get today started. And as you rise from your bed, you begin to hear creak, 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 heavy footsteps stepping onto the stairs outside, directly outside your door. You're not sure if it's the nightmares or something else, but something gives you a bad feeling, and you jumped to arms. You grab your holy symbol and you walk to the door, swinging it open. You step outside expecting an enemy, a fight. You don't know why you expect this, but you're greeted with a familiar face. Tharn stands before you. Before you can even speak, before you say anything, Tharn speaks. What does Tharn say?
What are you in a rush for, child? Why do you look so upset?
I just didn't get any good sleep, man.
Did you?
If you saw what I saw yesterday, you probably wouldn't have got any good sleep.
Tharn.
I saw worse myself.
He says this, and yeah, you a frown, a frown quickly fills your face as Garrak. You see this. You can tell this words sit uncomfortably with Tharn, as he says he's seen worse himself. You ponder those words as as you two begin your conversation. The words begin to echo through the upstairs as little cat ears begin to twitch as he begins to stretch his paws out, his little tail beginning to flutter to life as he begins to slowly rise. Ivyn, you awaken. What do you do?
Obviously, you said it echoes, right?
Yeah, you heard like the echoing of voices coming throughout the upstairs.
Is it distinctive voices?
Currently, because
Like,
of
would I be able to tell?
the muffling through the door, roll me perception. What's your natural perception, actually?
Yeah. Oh, my natural. A good question, actually. One
'Cause
second.
that'd probably be a better thing to work off in this moment, unless you
Yeah,
actively go to
definitely.
hear for it.
He just puts his ear against the wall. He doesn't actually do that.
Obviously,
This is
yeah.
taking so long. Come on, load. There we go. 14.
14, yeah. You hear, you kind of feel like you hear Garrak's voice, but you're not quite sure. It's hard to hear with the natural perception. You could try to listen in, though. You could definitely like walk to the door and kind of like, just stand a little closer, next to it, see if you can hear better.
Oh yeah, I mean no, he would definitely get up his curious nature. He would press his ear against the wall.
Perfect.
If there's like a glass or anything, he would do the old like glass trick, but I doubt there is.
You look around trying to find a physical glass bottle, but sadly, it seems you don't have anything on you today. But yeah, you stand next to the door and roll me perception.
All right, cool. Plus 4 dice, 20. There we go. Sorry, it's just been very slow today. 21.
Ooh, yeah. You kind of stand next to the door, and I don't know. It's supposed to be the cracks in the door, the wood just being really thin, but you're able to instantly make out the voices. You can hear Tharn and Garrak talking.
All right, yeah. As soon as he hears Fawn speaking, he'll a few memories come back. Especially the one about being sucker punched. But nonetheless, he will leave his room to go and greet the two this early hour in the morning.
As you open the door, it gives a loud creak as Tharn and Garrak's conversation is abruptly cut for a second as they snap their head, Tharn walking up the stairs and turning to the right, both of them kind of seeing you step out and beginning to walk up. And as you do, another person also opens the door, Donovan. In this during this time, you had been gathering yourself, beginning to get dressed for the day, cleaning yourself up, and also, of course, hold on, I completely forgot. 1 second.
We have
Nomengrad.
the other person.
KT. And KT,
Yeah.
of course, being with you and being, 3/4 your size, you kind of you don't realize at first she's there, but as you begin to gather your things and you grab something off the bed, you realize, oh fuck, and you kind of pull the sheets down and you're like, oh right, I'm engaged, as you see your fiance sleeping soundly in the bed. Do you wake her?
Yes, yes, he does.
Okay, go ahead, roleplay it out.
Okay, he'll use prestidigitation on her nose to sort of like give her like a pleasant smell as he kisses her forehead to wake her up.
And as smells of lemongrass and vanilla, orange peels begins to waft through the room, she slowly begins to stir, her eyes beginning to flicker awaken as she opens up and she sits up to see you, and oh hi, darling, right. Huh, this is so strange. I have never slept on something like this before. What do you call this? As she looks down and she kind of touches the mattress, pushing it on its like feathers and such, as she kind of sits up in the bed.
It's called a bed, my queen.
Wow, we really need something like this in Nomengrad. Sleeping on stone floors is okay, I guess, but this really puts it to shame. She stretches her arms and yawns a little bit more. She nuzzles back into the sheets, kind of laying back down. She says, you don't mind if I lay down and sleep for a few more hours, do you, dear? It's just so comfy.
No, no, I don't mind, my love. You sleep. I have to go to work actually. The town should be safe, but I'll actually be back because I plan on seeing if I can't pick up your engagement ring today.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, dear. Well, be safe on your adventures today. And I think, I talked to that woman Raven last night as we came in, and she said, upon seeing me, that recognized that I don't look like I've been around the parts before, and if I need anything to do while you're busy, she could tell that we would be spending time together, that there's a open position now at the tavern. Apparently a maiden went missing not too long ago. I don't know what it's about. She didn't say too much more.
Yeah, well, if you want, you can take that position, but I mean, you are princess, so you should also be able to just call home if you ever need any funds or anything like that. But yeah, I think
Oh,
the position will be
silly.
good for you.
Nomengrad does not have funds like that. I wish I could call back home, but sadly not. I will have to make my own way now that I have embarked. That is the way of every gnome who leaves Nomengrad, even that of royalty. Do not forget you found me simply sleeping in a stone chamber. I may be princess, but I am no use to hard work. I am no stranger to hard work. As she
Yes,
stretches her arms, you see her beginning like to grab the sheets and pull them back up as she says, all right, I'm gonna pass back out now. Have a good day. As she grabs the pillow and she instantly falls back asleep.
and Donovan will use prestidigitation again to make the rooms smell nice for her. And he'll say to himself, mostly since she's asleep now, he'll be like, well, that will change when we get married. I promise you that. And he'll go to exit the room.
And as you open the door, it opens with a nice, smooth, no creak sound at all. You see Ivyn kind of standing awkwardly in the hall. As you begin to approach, you see in the distance across the way, Tharn is back What do you say as you see Tharn?
Hey, big guy. As he goes downstairs, he's just like, hey, big guy.
You make your way past Tharn and you head downstairs to the tavern. Inside, walking down, you pass by the bar and you see Raven. As we cut back to Garrak and Tharn, right before Ivyn had joined the conversation, or had interrupted the conversation with the creaking door, Tharn and Garrak, please continue. Garrak, you were the last one to speak, saying, are you the last one to be able to speak, as Tharn had just said that he had seen worse. What do you say in response to this?
I don't doubt it. You're big as fuck. So I'm trying. I say that trying to lighten up the conversation, knowing that if we don't, then it's gonna get much darker. And then I'm guessing. Well, Darn, do you say anything to that?
Yeah, Tharn, respond.
Yeah, I could tell you still have some growing left to do.
And as you say that, that's when the creaking door sound can be heard as you both turn, snap over to see Ivyn. As Ivyn, you walk up before Donovan has appeared yet either. What do you say?
I say, you do know I'm like pretty old, right? I'm not that young.
But you're short.
I know, but I'm not a
Not-
child.
But you're not fully grown.
Ivyn, how do you approach this
I
conversation?
mean, true.
Very timidly. They already seem to be in conversation.
Ivyn,
so,
how am I a child? Would you say I'm a child?
he would shake his head, kind of keeping his head down, a little bit uncertain how Tharn will react. So he'll he'll shake his head. Obviously, he doesn't think that Garrak's a child, and kind of is unsure. He looks very uncertain where this conversation came from. Although we heard like snippets of it, he's trying to like piece it together in his mind.
Roll me
Yeah.
history, Ivyn.
Oh yeah. Am I proficient in that? Oh, I'm not. That is a shame. That is a plus 3. Plus 3. Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah.
A
Damn.
dirty 20.
You hear the question.
I rolled
from-
2 17s.
Yeah, you hear the question from Garrak, and you're puzzled for a moment, and you quickly begin to think to yourself, what the fuck are they talking about? What could this be in reference to? And then it clicks in your mind. Oh, right. Every time Tharn sees people who are kind of smaller than himself, he kind of automatically assumes they're children, except for like the few instances where you've encountered kind of elderly people. He seems to acknowledge that they're older, but so when Garrak asks you this question, you remember, oh right, this must be about Tharn's whole size thing.
Yeah. Putting that piece together, it sort of like completed the puzzle in his mind. Wait, do you honestly think he's a child? He'll ask. Tharn. Still a little bit confused on like how his thought process is of it. He only like knows.
Just the size kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, he knows that size is the factor, but he doesn't know the history and the intricacies behind that,
Yeah.
which he's very curious about.
Tharn?
Yeah, well, you're a child yourself. I mean, you have a lot left to grow. I mean, Garrak has a little bit left, but like, all I know is that adults reach like at least 7 feet.
Wait, actually, Ivyn, how old are you? Like, do you go by like cat years or like?
Is there a difference?
Ivyn, is there a difference?
His ears kind of like twitch at the mention of it.
He's not an
He-
Aarakocra.
I mean, and also the fact that he's grown up with the same people his entire life, so he hasn't known any different. Is there a difference? Do different races have different ages? I wasn't sure.
Well, my cat at home is like, he dies at like 20, so he says he
And
grows in cat
this is
ears.
when you realize, Ivan, that he's comparing you to an actual cat, like not Tabaxi.
Oh.
This is when, yeah.
He looks a little bit appalled at the fact that Garrak owns a cat, until he realizes that it's a domesticated one, and then he kind of scratches his ear in uncomfortability. Because it's basically like owning like a lesser version of himself. And he doesn't really expand upon that much more.
As you can see, he gets
My
very,
bad.
Ivan becomes very uncomfortable as I assume you begin to kind of shuffle your way downstairs.
Oh, but he will be absolutely pitch terrified of making his way any faster than Tharn. So no, he will kind of be like shuffling on the spot. Not
Just
dancing. He's definitely not
I'm
dancing.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he's like constantly scratching behind his ear, kind of at the back of his neck, as his like fur stands on end. At least the fur that's exposed is very covered up.
All right, I noticed this, and I try to change the subject. I'm like, Tharn, how old are you?
Oh.
Not Tharn, where you been? Not Tharn, how you been? Tharn, how old are you? Tharn, how old are you?
No, you got to think about it. I'm trying to like change the subject as fast as possible, so it's like less of like a, oh Tharn. I wasn't thinking Tharn. Let's figure out something. I'm thinking, how do I change the subject fast as possible? Let me slightly change the subject, but to someone else.
Okay. Tharn, how
I
do you
mean-
respond?
I'm 26.
Darn!
I'm
I'm
not.
literally what? You're not even what the fuck?
That's Garrak. You kind of fall over laughing. Fucking just can't. You just can't understand as you stand back up and you express that you're older than Tharn. Tharn, how do you react to finding out that the man in front of you is actually older than you?
Thor really doesn't care. I mean, like, what did you do wrong? Why didn't you grow further?
What did I do wrong?
Like, are you just very small for an adult? What happened?
What makes it better is that both Goliaths and orcs inhabit mountains, and he can obviously see your orc, so he expects you to be the size of an orc because orcs are fucking huge, obviously. So as you kind of all just kind of stare at each other. The conversation kind of dies quiet for a moment as Tharn, you kind of like turn around and you begin to shuffle your way back downstairs as the other two, I assume, begin to follow as
Oh
well.
yeah, no, I follow him. And now I
Yeah.
ask, oh Tharn, where have you been?
As you're walking down the stairs, Tharn, you hear the question from behind you. What the fuck is going on here? Ivan Stogan.
I'm having a moment.
Living in the moment.
Don't know what he was doing, but yeah, all right.
At least he hasn't fallen down the stairs again. That's
And as you ask this question, Garrak, we cut away for a moment as we change scenes.
To echo.
Indeedy do. Over to the shrine of the god of laughter, where Echo
Yeah.
currently has begun to awaken from his nightly meditation. His vines and roots begin to unravel and unwhirl. His legs begin to uncross as they plant onto the ground, and he begins to lift himself into the air. Walking over to the center of the rune, you find it to be entirely empty. It seems the mysterious man is nowhere to be found today.
Okay.
As you begin to awaken for your usual morning, please go through your rituals.
Not just do he just kind of he just does his normal prayer and that's about it.
You don't want to role play it out or anything?
Nah, it's been there, done that. There's no point
Okay.
wasting time.
All right. As you begin to you awaken, you stir to life. Your gems beginning to glow. You do your normal prayer, talking to your goddesses. You feel their warm embrace and their smile of light as they bathe you with holy energy, allowing you to continue to live every day. You exit the shrine and you begin to make your way to the tavern, knowing that you'll find your party there. With that, we cut back to the tavern, where Echo, as you walk up to the tavern and you enter inside, you find your four party members just descending the stairs. Garrak taking a seat at the bar, followed by Tharn and Donovan. Ivyn kind of just standing at the staircase, meekly holding his paws, looking around, listening in on the conversation. As Garrak, you hear, asks Tharn, so where you been, buddy? As you walk inside and see Tharn, do you add anything on to his question? Do you make your presence known? Something along the lines. What do you do?
I'm kind of just standing there, just chilling, hanging out. I don't really say anything.
Yeah. At first, Ivan's the only one who notices you. Ivyn, do you tell the rest of the party that Echo has arrived as you see him standing in the doorway?
I mean, yeah, he'll kind of like offer him a slight meek wave, before probably nudging Donovan, who's right beside him, to gesture towards Echo.
Yeah, and as you wave,
Well, I say nudge, he like very slightly taps him.
yeah. As you wave your meek little paw and you tap Donovan on the shoulder, very slightly trying to get his attention. Donovan kind of sees your wave and kind of turns around. And Tharn, you see Donovan turning around, and Garrak, you see all of them turning around, and you realize, what the fuck's over there? And you all turn to see Echo. Does anyone say anything to him?
Donovan will tell him in primordial. He
He cut out.
Yeah.
You got out, Donovan.
Sorry.
What'd you say?
Yeah, plain. Donovan will sort of turn to Echo and say in primordial, "Hey, how you been? I'm going to the weapon shop." As he stands up to head out, he'll just say, "Meet me at the edge of town, I guess, guys. See if you can
Wait.
get any news from me."
Yeah, as you say that, Raven quickly stops you, saying, hold on. Donovan, I'm just about to put new quests up on the board. Don't you want to see them first before you embark? You don't even know what your job is yet today, buddy.
Well, I mean, I trust my team to grab something we're capable of, Miss Raven. While I have you, let me make something clear to you. I believe you already sort of figured it out, but just to make it crystal clear, don't mention what's happened to my fiance.
She looks at you and she kind of like looks shocked. Your fiance? You poisoned my best friend, and now you have a fiance, and you expect me to stay. You know what? No, it's not worth it. I don't get paid enough gold for this. I don't get paid enough silver for this, let alone copper. As she screams out in anger, and she quickly turns around and she begins to fucking polish the dish, kind of looking at the door. Just, I'm gonna fucking fuck your father, fuck your father, fuck your father.
Donovan will set 5 gold on the counter, and he'll say, "That 15 gold I gave you the other day should do you justice, but just to reinforce, shut the hell up. Here."
As she turns around, she quickly pushes the gold into her pocket and she lifts up her middle finger, still not looking at you, and she says, "Fine! I won't
Yeah,
say
you
anything to that
wish.
poor girl, but you better not do what you did to her to my. You know."
Donovan
I
would
will.
just reply when she sticks up her finger, "Yeah, you wish. Maybe eventually." As he goes and leaves to go to the weapon shop.
Hold on. Before Donovan leaves, I ask him, since you're rich now, can you buy me a drink?
No, you fucking alcoholic. You let down and whoop your ass for what you
Whoa,
did.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
In
whoa.
the goddamn cask. I'm supposed to drink from the royal cask, bitch. But no, you had to be an
Shit was
alcoholic
way too.
and drink my shit. What kind of sold your ass?
Donovan is still saying this
I'm
as he's got.
officially.
Donovan's still saying this as he's gotten far, far away. Like he started saying this stuff as he left the door, not even stopping, just kept speaking. And at like a block's distance, you still hear him. And fuck your mom! Like you still hear him yelling about it as you kind of turn back to Tharn, Garrak. And what do you say?
Hey man, you shouldn't have let me get some of that royal cast. That shit was way too good.
Tharn, having no idea what he's talking about, you turn to Raven, and do you say anything about the new quests?
Yeah, Raven, what do you have for us?
We've got 3 new quests. As she holds the papers, she says, I'll put copies up on the board for anyone else who wants to take the jobs, but I'll give you 3 each a copy now, because I seem to be pretty reliable about this stuff. As she pulls out 3 pieces of paper, and she passes one to each of you. One to Ivyn, one to Tharn, and one to Garrak. As Echo, you kind of walk over, and you peer over their shoulders. You know, you're so fucking tall that, other than Tharn, you have a very easy time reading the paper over their shoulder. So you choose probably read over Ivyn's shoulder. You know, you and the kitty have a good relationship after all. 1 second, because of course I don't have the shit open. All right. Dragon
Actually,
of
you know what?
Ice-Spire
No, no.
Peak. All right. Phandalin. Here we go. 3 new quests are, all right, at the top of Garrak's paper. Garrak.
Pick number 2. No, I'm just kidding.
At the top of Garrak's paper, Garrak, you read the quest title, Butter Skull Ranch. The information
Rem Ranch.
the information reads, orcs have attacked Butter Skull Ranch, 5 miles east of Connieberry, along the Tribor Trail. Travel there with haste, assess the damage, and help in any way you can. The ranch owner, Alphonse Big Al Calzome, is a retired sheriff who can reward you for your efforts. If he's dead, return to Townmaster Harbin Wester, I the Great, with proof of Calzorn's demise to receive a reward of 100 gold pieces per person.
Do I know this Calzorn?
No. The ranch owner? No, he's just a retired sheriff.
No, the orcs.
Oh, the orcs, you don't know. You might. Their names aren't listed. The only person's
Oh,
name...
I thought Calzorn was.
No,
okay.
he's the ranch owner. His name is Alfonso Big Al Calzorn.
Okay, gotcha.
Big Al is his nickname.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. On the top of Tharn's paper reads the quest Loggers Camp. It reads, deep in the Neverwinter Wood, along the river that flows west towards Neverwinter, is a logging camp. Every 2 months, Phandalin delivers fresh supplies to the camp, which is run by my half-brother. By my half-brother, the great Harbin Wester, the great Harbin Wester's own brother, Tibor Wester. Your job is to travel with the owners of Barthen's Provision and make your way to the camp and provide supplies. Upon delivering the camp and returning with Barthen's Provision's owner, you will receive 100 gold pieces per person. And lastly, Ivyn, your paper reads Mountain's Toe. The information is Mountain's Toe Gold Mine lies 15 miles northeast of Phandalin. The new overseer, Don John Raskin, just has made their trip from Neverwinter to Phandalin, and he needs to be escorted to the mine. There's no telling what dangers lie between here and there. Once you deliver Raskin safe and sound, return to me, the great Harbin Wester, to collect a reward of 100 gold pieces per person. So, 2 escort jobs and a
I smell weed.
That's interesting because I'm smoking
Which is
right
weird
now.
because the only person who's near me who lives below me is an old woman in her 80s.
Hey,
And
I
she
know a
definitely
lot of
doesn't
old
smoke
people.
weed.
who
That
smoke
sounds
weed.
like somebody who smokes weed. I'm just
Exactly.
saying.
They can be the
But
same graphic. You don't.
But weed's illegal here, so
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is illegal. Hey.
Oh, it's
So,
illegal. Oh my
awareness-
god.
To be fair though, that doesn't stop them.
She lived through
I'm
the
so
Holocaust.
scared.
No, she lived through the Holocaust, and you think she gives a fuck about getting caught with illegal weed? Like, let's be
Yeah.
real here. Let's be
The
real
cops
here.
are gonna come up and be like, "Give me the weed," and they'll be like, and then she'll
Y'all
be like, "Here you
live
go,"
in
and then she's
Europe.
gonna go buy more.
Yeah, y'all live in
apparently-
Europe, the
Well,
country where the shit happened. Like, fuck.
Basically,
She-
any sentence for her is a life sentence. It doesn't matter.
she actually lived in South Africa, so
Yeah, you want to talk about bitch seeing hardship? Oh my god. She has seen some bad shit, probably. Holy fuck. Anyway, back to the
Don't blame
campaign.
her at this point.
Back to the
Yeah.
yeah, I would need to smoke weed too if I came from fucking yeah, me too. I already need to, and I live in a first world country. Okay? So, with that, you are presented your 3 quests.
I love my boy Long John
I-
Raskin.
Would like to say, if you guys want to do Butterskull Ranch, I can probably hit Alpha up right now and he might be available. Because obviously, orcs, you're going to be seeing Uruk again.
I want my get back on that motherfucker.
But I don't
yeah,
know
we
if
get
he's
around
to
available.
him.
I don't even know if he's available to do it though or not.
Oh.
So I would suggest waiting on that quest till I can definitively get, that he is able to come to reprise his role. Because otherwise, I don't think it's gonna be it's gonna feel right. So I would
Mhm.
suggest doing one of the other 2, the Logger's Camp or the Mountain's Toe.
Okay,
Okay.
I kind of blanked on them a little bit. So one was for supplies, the other one was for what?
Okay, so Butterskull Ranch is about orcs attacking a farm. Logger's Camp is about having to deliver supplies to the Harbin Wester, the town's master's brother, at a logging camp. And the third one is Mountain's Toe, where you have to escort the new overseer of the gold mine to the mine he will be overseeing.
Honestly, the most.
I'm down
interesting
for
one seems like the
whatever.
First one.
I know his name isn't Long John Raskin, but are you okay with me calling him that? Because I cannot remember his actual name for the life of
It's
me.
Don John Raskin.
I said Don John Raskin. I always
Don
thought
John Raskin.
Pretty close with the Long John.
Long John.
Long
Mr.
John.
Long John himself. Anyway, he seems like a chill lad. So, out of character, I feel like he would be a good choice to start us off with.
I'm fine with the logging.
Like the
I mean,
supply seems easiest, in my mind at least, because all it is just.
Yeah, that was the case for
Oh.
Dwarven Excavation. Remember how that went down?
Oh yeah, I guess actually.
I mean, the thing is, I want to do something that's not too like simple. Maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna. You said you want to do the first one. I would say definitely you should wait because, like I said, that's where Uruk shows back up, and Alpha might not even be available to do the role right now.
Yeah, I want to
No,
run
because
the
I'm happy
runs
to wait.
with Uruk. I need to run my runs with that bitch. He
Yeah,
shot
so
me
I
in the
figured you
nuts.
guys would probably want to wait till Uruk is actually. I can hit him up real quick. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna send him a message real quick. just in
We don't
case.
have to do it. I don't give a shit.
But just-
I want
just
at
in case he
least
might be
another
available.
level before I face him
You've,
again.
s- you've seen what your nuts do.
Fuck it.
You should have
If
been
he's
shot in the
available,
nuts.
let's do it.
Hey, don't shut the hell up. That's not me. That's the demon in my penis.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean
That's
it's
a
not really a
quote.
demon.
That's
so
a
to
quote.
speak,
That's a
but
demon in your penis. That's a demon in his
Uh,
penis.
All I'm saying is, look, all I'm saying is, if we
Copium.
listen, if we do Uruk now, I have 5 funny dice that I'm gonna use on his bitch ass. Okay.
But we could do another
yeah,
one
we
and
know,
get
right?
more funny
Just
dice
add
for the
it
next
up.
one.
Yeah, I say we do something else out of character because
Yeah,
I'm not there.
he's not even
obviously.
on Discord right now, and I know that dude has he has an actual 3-year-old daughter, so he's got a life to worry
Like,
about.
Yeah,
a
okay,
lot.
so we do something else then.
Yeah, I would
Let's go
definitely
to the
say
top.
we should definitely do either the Toes Gold or the Loggers Camp. I would suggest.
Wait,
I vote for the long
so which one? What's the other one that isn't the getting the items one?
That would be the Mountain's Toe quest, which is you have to escort Don John Raskin, who is the new overseer of the Mountain's Toe gold mine, to his mine, which he will be overseeing.
Don John Raskin. Look, that guy.
Don
He seems
John.
like such.
You know what? I feel like just because it makes sense, let's do the gathering one because I feel like my character is really good at plant gathering. That would make sense.
So the logging camp
The
one.
surprise one.
Yeah.
So Zarek wants to do the logging camp. I heard Tharn wants to do the logging camp. So that's 2 votes
Yep.
for the logging camp. Ivan, you said you wanted to do Mountain's
I-
Toe. So that's 1 vote for
I
Mountain's
mean,
Toe.
if 2 people have already said
Hey,
logging camp,
there's
I'll
2
just go
more.
with logging
Hey, no. That's not how a democracy works. We
toe.
we
I'm
have-
going toe to tie. 2 for 2.
see, now we're 2 for 2. So Garrak now decides. Garrak, do you want to do Mountain's
What?
Toe or the loggers
oh.
camp?
Oh, we're
Which
going for
one's which?
democracy.
I
I
forgot.
throw 2 gold.
Oh, that's real democracy right there. Okay, Garrak.
Hey.
So Tharn throws 2 gold at you for you to vote his way. Do you vote his way?
Well, what is the other? Does anyone else throw money?
Does anyone else? This is actually becoming government. This is fun.
Ivan throws his relationship that he's had with Garrak for the past month or so.
That's it.
He wouldn't give gold. That's not
That's so
anymore.
bad. Yeah, that is true. Ah, damn. Now my head hurts.
I think you
Would
gotta
you
go
really
with.
be swayed for 2 gold?
I
Is that
think
really where you're
that's
at?
2 free alcohols right there.
That is 2
that's
free
20.
alcohols.
Sorry, that's
20 free alcohol.
Okay,
That's 20.
okay. I got a better idea. Hey, Tharn. He threw me a little money. Think you can throw me a little extra?
Okay,
If you
hold
beat
on.
me in a drinking
No.
competition.
No.
I'm
Stop.
about to bash
Stop.
these 2 fucking heads
Stop.
together if you
Both
drink
of
one
you.
more thing.
Both of you stop for a moment because Garrak, you have not moved. Your
Oh yeah, this
token
is all
once.
happening right in front of him, isn't
You
it?
have not moved your
Yeah.
token once. You
That is
just,
valid.
So
That is
stop.
valid.
So stop.
Okay,
So
yeah, I don't say that.
No,
I don't
you
say
did.
that.
No, you did. You definitely did.
Oh,
You-
I already say it.
Oh,
Okay,
you
yeah,
said
no.
it.
Can I roll?
Hold. That's
Can I roll for
just
persuasion?
give me just a second. So, what has just happened is Tharn has thrown 2 gold at Garrak to tell him to vote his way. Garrak has now turned to Ivan and said, "So, anyone else gonna throw any gold my way?" Ivan visibly does not only not move, but shakes his head no, that he is not giving any gold to you. And then you turn to Tharn and say, without moving, getting up, or anything, "Hey, big guy, Ivan just gave me some more gold. You want to throw me some more? Roll me that at disadvantage. Roll me that at disadvantage."
Echo's actually going to try and intimidate him to tell him to stop fucking around.
Okay,
She's actually-
one
she's
okay.
actually-
I
One
got 14. However, how much is a funny die?
Is a D? What is it in this campaign, guys? D8, right?
Six.
D6.
Is it a D6?
D6.
A D6, and I had.
Actually-
Ooh, yeah, I'll use 1. So I got 14. Oh wow, I got a 15.
All right, Tharn, you're gonna roll insight at advantage.
Pretty sure
Inside
Funny Guy
at
Chaos
advantage.
was-
If this works,
15.
if this works, I'm gonna
Let's see.
I'm gonna
boom,
lose my shit.
Boom. That's plus
I've already
2.
lost it.
Advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
This cat.
Yes!
How?
What the
How?
What the fuck are those rolls?
D1!
So Tharn, you apparently, because of the
I would
events,
either use a funny die and get a 6 out of it in order just to match it.
just
You
you'd
still
have
got
to,
a 1.
You would have to use.
Oh wait,
yeah.
no, you went up, so you got a 5.
Yeah. So, do you want to use a funny die? Yes or no?
No, that's not worth it.
Okay,
What?
so
He
Tharn,
wouldn't make it. I got a 15.
he could meet it
Wait,
to beat
you
it.
got
He could meet it to beat it.
ones?
So, Tharn, you begin while this conversation begins to play out. Just in a millisecond, you go from giving Garrak 2 gold to having him vote your way, and then seeing him ask Ivan if anyone else gonna do something like this. You go into a PTSD Vietnam flashback where suddenly your eyes just glaze over dead. You look like you are lost, and you just begin to see the things. You know what things I'm talking about. The most recent, yeah. And by the time that the flashback ends and you realize what's going on, you turn to Garrak, and Garrak tells you that Ivyn just gave him gold to vote his way as well, a little bit more than you did. And you believe him 100%.
Yeah. But he's just asking if I'm giving him more gold.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
But I believe that Ivyn gave him more gold. He's just asking if I'm willing to give more.
Yes.
Well, no.
Okay.
I won't.
I still vote Tharn's way.
Because Ivyn didn't give you any gold. You son
exactly.
of a bitch. As he,
I mean, I have to pay back my plate armor. I don't have the luxury to spend all the money.
Yeah. All right, I'll take that. You say you have to pay back your plate armor, and I'm like, there.
Yeah. So he turns and he says, all right, I vote Tharn's way as well. And it is decided that we will be doing the Loggers Camp quest, which means you now all must head to Barthen's Provisions. Ivyn.
Oh wait, is that place? Oh, for fuck's sake!
I fucking can't believe that worked.
Yep, exactly, Ivyn.
Man, those were terrible rolls.
Oh,
As you guys put the other two quests away, you focus on the Loggers Camp quest, saying, very well, we will head to Barthen's Provisions. Does anyone ask where Barthen's Provisions is?
Yeah, I will.
You ask, Tharn. Go ahead, please roleplay it out.
What was the name?
Barthen's Provisions.
Okay. When he asks where it is, I go, why the fuck you pay me?
This was a democratic decision.
As she looks to you and she says, Barthen's Provisions, just follow your furry buddy. I gave him the directions the other day. As you all look at Ivyn.
The furry body that pukes over people.
And who's visibly shitting himself.
As you guys look at Ivyn, roll me deception. Unless you're not trying to play it cool.
Say that he fails.
Unless you're not even trying to play it cool. Are you just visibly showing it?
Wait, what is he?
I mean, he's
trying to do?
notoriously shit. He's got a -1, but I'll roll it anyway, just so then you guys get a idea of.
What is he trying to do?
So everyone is now looking at Ivyn, and he rolls a natural 1 on deception. As you all look at Ivyn, Ivyn attempts to play it cool, to not show that he's like freaking out. His tail is sticking straight up. His fur is on end. You can visibly see not only his meat, like the meat claw, like not the meat claws, but the meat fangs, like the canines, not canines because he's a cat, but the very big fangs at the front of his teeth. You can see them gritting. You can see his claws kind of like coming out of his fingertips. You can see very visibly he is shitting himself.
Wait, why is he trying to? I'm confused.
It's the same one before who he stole from and had his ears bleeding.
Huh?
Just a bit of exposition. Echo was trying to ask him about it actually, but yeah, when you were getting the items, he went to go get some vials. He came with the vials, but he tried to steal them.
Yeah.
He reunited with the party.
Yeah, none of the party knows about it. Only Ivyn was there. It was by himself. But Ivyn has been to Barthen's Provisions before. And the last time Ivyn was at Barthen's Provisions, the only time he's ever been to Barthen's Provisions, he attempted to buy some vials. And when the clerk who was giving him the vials put the vials down before collecting the gold, Ivyn attempted to run off with the gold and the bottles because he failed a constitution save, and the evil god of greed that is now kind of controlling him kind of seeped his fingers into him and made him do it. So Ivyn had to do an acrobatics, which it wasn't. I think it was another con save, which he failed a second time. And then
I didn't make any save for the sound thing.
Oh, right, correct. because I did sound, because I knew it was something I didn't have to make
Yeah.
because it would affect you. So ear-piercing ringing began to fill the building before Ivyn could make it all the way out with his stolen stuff, which made Ivyn drop to the ground with his ears bleeding. And then the store clerk came by, collected the gold, let Ivyn keep the vials, but told Ivyn that he never wants to see him around his store again.
Just a bit of exposition.
I
but
am still a little confused, but okay.
We'll play it out, don't you worry.
My brain keeps shutting me out, so it's great.
I
Love it.
don't blame you. It's a lot. There's I can't remember what episode it is, but
Well,
it'll
either
be one
way,
of them.
I'm going to stand in front of Ivyn, and he's gonna put his hand on Ivan's shoulder, and he's gonna tell him, I need to speak to you.
Does he say that in common?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I know he speaks primordial for the most part, so that definitely would not have helped. Feeling slightly comforted, I guess. He would not even look up at him, and between sort of faint pants of breath, he would ask, "What about?"
I don't know how to put this in words. Your recent behavior.
The vibe's off, Chief, is what Echo is saying.
By the way, I want you to know,
No cap.
Echo has a +8 into insight.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Oh shit!
And you
Yeah, no, I mean,
natural one on
Ivan's-
that deception, so that you didn't even need to roll for it. You just
Yeah.
knew.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Ivan's kind of thing is
God.
that anyone can see through his thing, so if you're naturally inclined, it's gonna just feel like extra easy.
Yep. Exactly.
He'll play with his hands a little bit, giving a slight shake of his head. I don't really want to talk about it.
You will have a talk with me now. And then you can feel once, you can see that he wasn't being nice. In fact, his whole body started glowing red.
Oh, because he's an amethyst person, right?
No, not his whole body, but the gems. Their color. The
Yeah,
gems in his
they
body changed from like they didn't become solid red, but like the amethyst purple glowing color kind of gained like a very
dark,
like a
and
darker red hue. It began to
Yeah.
like emanate a little bit of a like not sinister, but very serious energy.
No, I understand. Yeah, no, cool. If he doesn't feel like he has much of a choice in the situation, he would very meekly nod. He wasn't prepared to get punched again.
The massive tree man is literally gonna pick him up by the scruff of his neck, like a mother cat would, and he's gonna take him outside.
Sad.
I think-
You attempt to grab him by the scruff of his neck, but his thick hood kind of stops you from doing it. But it kind of
I
helps.
still grab the hood.
Exactly. In reverse, you grab him by the hood instead because you're able to pick it up. His ears kind of sink down through the little holes that are in the very top of it, so you can only just like kind of see like the very tips of his ears now. You can't see the full thing as you carry him and you bring him. I assume outside to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
He's making no effort to fight back against this.
as
He's
you
kinda
walk
just, like,
past
hanging there.
past the guard, he kind of just he's drinking from a cup as he kind of his eyes raised from the glass as he still has it up to his mouth, and he kind of just tracks you, watching, just looking at just Ivyn hanging in the air, his arms kind of just tucked up against him, his feet just dangling, swinging around as Echo just without saying a word just walks around him, and he kind of just continues to watch until you're out of view, and he's just like, what the fuck? Anyway, he continues to drink his drink.
Oh no! Anyway,
As Echo, you walk all the way around to the back where the well is, and you set Ivyn down.
Quick question.
Yep.
What does my echo look like to other people? Well, or in general.
It is like whatever you can make it any color you want. It's just like a translucent colored version of yourself.
It's basically a simulacrum that looks like a ghost.
Exactly. It can be any color of your choosing based off flavor.
Also, some people like to flavor it as, for example, if they look human, but they've got the soul of a dragon, then that would look like a sort of a dragon person. But
Yeah,
that's,
yeah, yeah.
Canonically speaking, they're another version of you in a different timeline.
So
If that helps at all.
since you're a Goliath of hill giant descent, it would probably look like a hill giant.
Hmm.
Because could I use to manifest my echo in order to listen in on what they are talking about?
No, because you're not high enough level for that.
I'm level
It's
3.
levels.
Yeah, it's not. You're not high enough
7?
level. You have to be
think.
level 6, I think, to gain the feature to hear through the
I
echo.
thought it was 7.
Yeah,
That's
it is a higher level, but yeah, at currently your echo
really?
you can't sense through your echo yet.
No,
Oh,
you can only attack for your echo. I believe you can
that's 6.
swap places with your echo though.
Yes,
Yeah.
swapping places and attacking is what it starts
You
with.
can also fly with the echo.
That's level 7.
Ooh.
I
So you
can
can
swap
float with it.
I can swap initiative with people.
Do you know what's even funnier? The fact that
Huh?
you can send an echo up in the air and then just have it rain arrows down is great.
Also, I completely forgot to make your echo, Tharn, so give me just a second. I'm gonna what color do you want your echo to be? I'm gonna make it right now.
Make it purple.
Make it purple? Okay. I can do that. Pictures, players, Tharn, open. Image, adjustments, hue and saturation, and master, make him purple. I'm gonna make him kind of like. Can I give him?
I forgot you were an Echo Knight fighter,
Can
but
I-
Echo Knight.
Can I give him
Yeah,
texture? Hold on.
I can idea.
Adjustments.
I think that I love that subclass so much. It probably is my favorite, just in terms of flavor and actually being somewhat strong.
I'm not even gonna.
It's the
Be
most busted
strong.
class. It's all fun
Um,
fact. It's the strongest fighter class. Yeah, it still doesn't even hold a candle to wizard.
It's wizard.
Yeah.
The wizard
mean-
needs to survive to be awesome.
You say that, except they get many different spells to help them survive. Absorb elements, shield, teleportation
They can
spells,
absorb
everything.
Casters just need to make it to high level before they can fuck shit up. Melee fighters can just do that.
Disagree. Level 3 is enough.
Depending
There's
on the
level 3
cast.
spells.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know wizards.
Like, you gotta think about this. You might have
I
higher
can fuck
burst
shit
in
up.
one. You might have higher burst in one round, but I'll have more spell slots. And I'll like each fireball does around about 30-ish damage. That's 3, 6, 9. That's 90 damage,
I can do melee and spells. So
and that can hit multiple people at once.
Yeah,
oh
your
yeah,
god
mine
is
can hit
gonna
up to
deal
4
with
people
you,
at once.
Gulab. Your god's gonna deal with you, okay? You've been calling
Okay,
him
but
the wrong name.
my god wasn't it before. My god wasn't even part of it. I was just a level
My
1
god
cleric.
made a
I
robot.
wasn't even technically I was worshiping.
Even still, it might be an awesome subclass, but I will use it in a different manner than
Let's
it
see.
probably is intended.
Echo. Okay.
No, that's fair. I
I've
don't
got
blame you.
your echo made.
Hey.
Gonna add it to my shit.
I mean, that's why I like it. You can do sort of whatever you want with it.
Here's
I just do it,
Saturday.
and then I have.
But my full functionality only works at level 8.
Oh,
Close.
And
I assume that's including like feats and stuff.
Tharn Echo.
Multi-class.
All right, your echo.
Ooh,
Your
very
echo has
nice.
been imported. So now I can put it down whenever you want me to.
Yep.
This is what it looks like.
Hey.
Purple version of yourself. All right, perfect. That is done. With that, we cut now to Echo and Ivyn's conversation. As Echo, you set Ivyn down. What do you say to him?
He looks at him and he says,
Something has happened. You will tell me.
I don't think Ivyn is even aware himself what's happening. if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct. Every single time you remember that your god instantly takes those memories away. So it's
Yeah.
like whenever
But-
he reveals himself in your mind, you remember, and the minute he disappears, so does the memories.
Question: Can I put my hand on him? Well, I've already got my hand. Well, I mean, whatever. I put my hand on him, and then can I reach out to my goddesses to see if they can detect an evil presence?
Yeah, roll me religion at advantage for that, for sure.
I assume he
Word.
still feels the stress of the situation because obviously he's going to be pent up on adrenaline even after
It's
the
like
fact.
it's like an echo in your memory, right? Every single time these things happen and you do these bad things, you kind of remember doing them, but it's just like
Yeah.
it's like some unknown force overcame you and you don't understand why.
That is a dirty
Yes.
20.
I assumed as much, just so then I know for narrative purposes.
All right. So Echo, you place your hand upon Ivan's shoulder, attempting to feel what is going on within his soul, attempting to reach out to your goddesses. And as you begin to pray in your mind, you find yourself quickly surrounded in your mental space by magic. You believe at first to just be your gods attempting to call out to you once again like they normally do. Sometimes in your mind you see brief flashes of images and shapes that you assume your goddesses to be taking, quite often to be dolphins or trees, something of nature. This time, however, as this happens, all you see is piles of gold, bones, dead dwarves. And you feel wrong. You feel icky. You notice, Echo, as you kind of leave your mental space and you begin to focus back on the real world, you look at your hand to see the branches and life of the palm you're placing on Ivyn begin to die, rot, fester. As you quickly pull back, in an instant, it all begins to disappear. Your growth returning to normal.
Okay. I'm going to immediately talk to my goddesses once again, but this time actually without touching him.
Yeah, and
Um,
and this time you don't need to make a roll. It's perfect. It's like you've done every time before. You call out to them, and suddenly you see flashes of a dolphin, and you hear, "Yes, my child." You see flashes of a tree, and you hear your other goddess, "Yes, my child."
and he simply says to them,
This creature is ill with a plague of some kind. I suspect it to be an evil god of greed. Is there a way to cure him?
They pause and then respond, "There's no way that can be true, our child. The only god of greed with such powers has been sealed away for a very long time within an old tomb."
You mean the tomb that we have just opened?
It, that could, that can't, one of them says that can't be possible, while the other says, maybe. We do not know what the tomb is itself, but simply that it was an old dwarven tomb, a place of sacrifice and worship where he became so greedy that he overexerted himself, and in his act of destroying the tomb, he sealed himself away.
he's gonna reply and be like,
You see, that is exactly what we ran into. A statue of some sort of dwarven god of, and not to mention, when he fell in battle, the kitty cat was the only one to come out alive. That is from my understanding. That is
As you say all this, they enter deep thought, as one of them responds while the other stays silent. If this is true, if Abathor has been released, then I do not know myself what to do, for I have only heard the rumors of Abathor. I did not exist in his reign. I came into being after. But Celestius, as your original god, speaks up and says, I, however, know a little bit more. If Abathor is truly plaguing your friend, then only a priestess or priest of very high power may be able to free him from this curse. But as of yet, even that mage, that religious old man who you've seen in the temple a few times, is not powerful enough to undo this curse.
He's gonna ask, and he's gonna be like,
Perhaps one of the mortals that you know in the realm is strong enough. Maybe even one of the disciples, or maybe a goddess, another god's disciple.
For that, we will have to ponder. We have experienced quite a bit, and to remember it all takes some time. Give us time, child, and we will let you know if we can recall anyone or any god who might have an avatar who can undo this.
I do have one final question. Is there any way to suppress or at least minimize the effects?
Yes. Give him this, child, as a tulip begins to grow from your abdomen. The goddess, your one of your goddesses saying, if you can keep this on him, it may suppress some of Abathor's power, but not for long.
okay. Immediately as soon as he says that, he thanks them and then looks back at him, and he then says,
This flower is of very rare importance. I trust you guard it with life. Or rather,
Oh,
Yeah, Ivyn.
it's a very treasured.
that's smart.
Yeah, Ivyn. Instantly, your greedy nature kicks in. And upon hearing that this
Yeah.
flower is rare or valuable, a treasure, you almost snatch it out of Echo's hands. And the minute you hold it, you begin to feel better. More like yourself before the incident. However, you do not really recognize this yet.
Okay, cool.
he, go on.
No, sorry. He kind of as he cusps the tulip within his hands, he will be able to look at Echo in his eyes once more, feeling a lot more calm, a lot more free-minded, um, giving a nod of confirmation as he will keep the tulip close to his chest, symbolizing his desire to protect him.
And
And with that, oh no, go on.
yeah, as you do this, Ivyn, in the back of your mind, you hear no, 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 no as it fades. And for the first time ever, you remember the voice. You don't know
Dun.
you don't know whose voice. You don't remember it from previous, but this one
Yeah.
instance, you can the memory of him screaming no stays with you.
And almost immediately after his free-minded, thankful gesture, his once calmed posture suddenly tenses back up again, as the exposed fur stands on end once more, and he looks away from Echo.
He's gonna put a hand on his shoulder, going back to his normal colors, and saying,
If you ever feel a dark desire once again, let me know.
If
And
it's
al-
possible.
almost like you don't even know what he's talking about, Ivan, yet you still feel comforted by his words. It's
Mm.
like someone understands what's happening, even though you yourself don't.
Yeah. Okay.
And that thought,
Gotcha.
sets you at ease, especially knowing it to be this man, Echo, this tree person, or whatever he is. He is always shown to be truly kind, caring, and a good heart. And knowing that even though you don't know what's happening to yourself, that he knows a little bit more just makes you feel better.
Echo is gonna do one last thing, which is he is going to take out a small little bit of alcohol that he's kept in a little small bottle or whatever, and he's going to put it towards him and say, "I will give you this for 1 copper," just to make sure if it's working.
And
He
for the
kind
first
of
time, yeah, and Ivan, for the first time ever,
yeah.
this thought
He kind of
doesn't
looked
bother
at
you.
the alcohol. Yeah.
Go ahead.
But then and again, he wouldn't take the alcohol anyway. He kind of looks disgusted at the alcohol. Because, well, the only reason why he started drinking was because of...
Well, you assume it's alcohol, anyway, because it's
Yeah.
red. It's
Yeah,
actually
okay.
grape
So...
juice.
Oh, fair. I mean, he's very intelligent, but he's not very perceptive. So if he perceives it to be alcohol, he will kind of look a little bit disgusted
Can I
at the
insight it?
alcohol.
Like, I don't know if that's can I insight it to see if he thinks it's alcohol or?
Oh yeah, no, you remember,
whether or not
Echo, you remember for sure that before Ivan in the dwarven excavation mission, he would refused to drink alcohol, like just plain out refused to. He would not do it. But after he started drinking a bunch, and now that you've offered him what you've said to be alcohol, you can see him kind of disgusted at the thought of drinking it. You instantly recognize it to be his correct behavior.
Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. He's no longer an alcoholic, and I'm gonna see his grief taken away. And so he's gonna say, Echo's gonna say to him,
Don't worry, it is a flavor of grape juice. I made it myself.
Ow?
What do you mean,
"What do
how?
you mean, ow?"
Did you say
How,
ow?
how did you
Ow.
make the grape juice?
What do you mean? He's a living plant.
I can make vines that grow grapes off of me.
You
Yeah.
can grow grapes? That's fucking mental.
I
Cool.
also grow the healing herbs off me. I mean, where's it surprising?
Yeah.
Does that mean he can grow a weed plant?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
And it's not called weed, it's called Highland Kush.
Oh, can
Yeah. In the
AK-47.
in the campaign,
I
it's
gotta
called
write that
Highland,
down. I gotta
yeah.
write that down. Hold up. Give me 1 second.
Weed in the Forgotten Realms is called Highland Kush.
Nice.
Yes. That is what weed is referred to as in this world.
All right, sweet. That's great to know.
Yeah, he's
Cool.
gonna start.
My
asking
character
Echo.
doesn't know about it yet, but he's gonna figure out soon.
And with that, we are going to take a quick 10-minute break.
All
Word.
good. Ivan accepts the grape juice.
All right.
Sweet.
You
Nice.
accept the grave juice, and then you guys both make your way back to the entrance of the tavern, where Tharn and Garrak have also gotten up and are just about ready to head over to at least the Barthen's Provisions, or you guys could go to Donovan, because Donovan did say he was going to the Lion Shield Coaster.
What is that again? Is that
That's the one.
That's
gambling.
the store.
That's the weapon shop, yeah.
Well, I don't
I'll
want to be
go.
that.
I need to go anyways.
I don't want to be that guy. But I want to keep fucking taking up our entire time with this.
Keep going there, yeah.
It's
Well,
important.
If I was gonna say, do you guys want to actually use your lottery? Because if Donovan, I know, isn't actually going to use his lottery, he's just going to pay off items. So if you guys,
I want to use my lottery.
okay, so
Actually, I plan to use my lottery.
Oh, you're
yeah.
using your lottery too? Okay, got it. All right, that's fine.
Hey, how about this?
That's
How about this? Orphan, I've got a speedrun idea for the shop. Everyone who wants to do a draw, you can do. Say, for example, let's say all of us want.
Oh,
to do
I'm already
three
gonna
draws.
roll.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
I'm
no,
already
wait,
gonna roll and send them my
no.
numbers.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, no,
yeah,
no.
that's what I was gonna do. That's why I was asking for confirmation in my DMs to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just gonna be like, "Hey, let's do this. All right, I'm out."
no, but I had
It's
an
not
idea.
gonna make small talk or anything. Go ahead.
I had an idea, which was everyone rolls that, like everyone chooses the amount that they have, right? And everyone rolls their numbers, except this time, everyone gets the option for it, so they can all pitch in, or one person can buy it. That way, it makes it a little bit streamlined and faster for the buying process.
Also, I'm gonna make it from now on, rather than getting one free ticket and being able to buy 3, you get one free ticket and you can buy 2 for a max of 3. So
What?
both Garrak
Yeah.
and King make 3 D100 rolls and send them to me, and then take 2 gold out of each of your inventories.
All right, you got it.
All right.
Look, fuck it, I'll
Okay.
do it as well, just cause fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
curious.
Motherfucker.
Shut up.
All right.
Whatever, motherfucker.
Now I will, like I said, I will be right back, guys, and we will return.
Yep.
Oh, that is way too many. Okay, one. Why is it doing 4? Why is it doing 4 at once?
Oh
Yo,
my
who's-
god, I got 3 5s.
That's wild.
I
What? How the fuck?
Yo, Orphan, I don't know why, but every time I click on it, it puts on 2 dice.
No
instead of
fucking way. I gotta
1.
take a picture of that.
Why is it doing that? That's so weird.
Hey,
Why is
Glock,
it
if
doing-
it makes you
fuck?
feel any better, I got 81 and 21. It's not
I,
the same, but it's in the same
How did I
vein.
get 3 fucking? That is insane. All right, I'm re-rolling. There's
yo,
no
Orphan,
way.
do you
I
know why
mean-
this is happening? I was gonna say it's okay.
Oh no, Orphan's AFK. He stepped away.
13.
I mean,
12.
if you all
5,
clear
13.
the same number, I think you should get like a special ticket, but that's just me.
Well, I saved it just in case. We'll see.
Yeah,
I'll send
Okay.
it to him and see what he wants to do about it.
yeah. Let me subtract this 2 gold. Cute. Oh, I think I'm gonna put 100 towards the cape.
Yeah, the cave's fucking crazy. If we get a dimensional door, how big is the room?
Dimensional door isn't a room. It's just a gate.
No, it's not a demi-plane. It's like a teleportation door.
Yeah.
So I
Oh
can step
shit!
through it
Wait, what
with
does that
one other
do?
guy.
It just rolled 100.
Basically, nice.
Yo, I just rolled 108. I need to roll one more because it's being really weird. Hold on.
How the
Okay,
fuck
why
do you
does
roll
it
a
keep
fucking
it keeps
100?
adding 2 100s? I'll just take one of them. Okay, an 80. Fuck it. So 108. What did I say? 80, 108. Is that what I said?
I don't know, but I also got 8.
I can't remember. I'll just re-roll another one because I actually.
I don't
genuinely
know
think-
how the fuck I got 3 5s.
I'm just gonna do this one. Okay, 20. That works. Okay, so 20,
That's
80,
wild.
100.
But if you guys want to put on for this dimension door so we can straight up bail, that would be cool.
I gotta see what I get, but I might be down.
Well, 100 might be something actually badass as fuck.
I mean, 8 is in the single digits, so that might actually be very fucking good too.
Nah, last time I remember, the very low rolls are all fucking alchemist jugs.
Oh, you're right. I don't know. I got an 81, a 21, and a fucking 8. So
I got an 86 and an
I
87
am
back to back.
genuinely. I think all of us have been curious what number 100 would be.
I mean, I know in the bag of beans I have 100 either sends us up a beanstalk to a godly realm or a giant's house. So
Yo, 100 better be something cool as fuck. That's all I'm saying. Otherwise, I'll be very disappointed.
if it's cool as fuck for me, I'm just gonna look at Echo and will be like, "Remember those pants I gave you?"
Yeah, but if it's cool as fuck for me as well, I can't.
I mean, of course, but I mean, if it's primary spell I mean, I'm speaking like mechanically. If it's charisma
Yeah.
thing, yeah, like you don't
Wait,
need it.
didn't I get to? I got the plant talking thing. I got
Yeah,
the cloak of displacement.
I got a
did you buy
flying
that
broom.
outright?
Yeah, we bought it outright.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you bought me a necklace. I forgot about
Yeah, yeah.
What necklace?
that. I got a amulet of devout. So I got
Oh
a
yeah,
broom.
yeah.
I got the amulet of devout, and then I've got what else did I?
At this point, I might as
The
well be a
time
fucking
dragon wraith weapon. What the fuck?
Wrath,
What the fuck?
the wrath weapon.
Time dragon wrath weapon.
I
It's
know
just
you
the
got
dragon's
the
wrath weapon.
collapsible staff, but yeah.
Oh, dragon's wrath weapon, and then I got
Yeah.
the time one. I don't know what the fuck that means.
That's literally just flavor.
Yeah.
It just does force damage, basically.
Oh, just the type of damage it does. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. That's dope as fuck.
I also need to pick up.
1d10. Holy shit, that's a
I
lot
need
more
to
than
see
what I
if
can
they
do now.
sell Wings of Sending. Because
You think that's crazy? Look at the highest version of Dragon's Wrath. Look at
I'm
that ability.
proficient in all. It says I'm proficient in all martial weapons now.
cool,
You know,
cool.
you know what would
Wait,
be really funny? Horn of Valhalla. Just fucking summon a ton of creatures.
Zarek, I just thought about something.
No.
If 100 is supposed to be super good, it's probably going to be legendary, meaning it's probably going to cost a lot of fucking money we don't have.
I don't think that's how it works. I genuinely just think it's what is ever in the pages in the book, right?
I want to
So
see what my 3/5s equal.
I'm telling you,
It's
man,
got to be something special. It's got to be
that's
something
got to be
special.
amped.
you get 3 the exact same item.
Yeah. Oh,
And I'm pretty sure 5 is an alchemist jug. So congratulations.
nah, I doubt Orphan would do that.
Oh wait, yeah, I just realized. Wouldn't Ivyn now fucking like want to buy his own shit now because he doesn't thingy, so he could buy a thing to get the
Oh
things.
yeah, true.
Also, Ivan would probably want to apologize to Thorn for throwing up on him.
I don't. We were drunk. I don't think he remembers.
I fucking remember.
He remembered that goddamn slap. I heard that in my sleep.
Oh, true.
This motherfucker was knocked out. All you hear is, what was that
Also,
noise?
You know what's funny?
Huh?
So I do with my Drake, I do 1d6 on a hit, right? On a hit, on a melee hit or range attack. And on
Mhm.
top of that, if I use my Rapier of Verdict, I do an extra 1d8 fire damage when I pop a charge on it. So I'm basically a
cool.
paladin.
That's cool. I'm an anime character now.
You're fucking Virgil.
No, more like fucking a Dragon Ball Z character like Piccolo shooting mouth beams and shit. We were in Nomengrad and we were trying to catch the target, and I had used magic to like basically I used subtle spell to make the beam come out of my mouth when I shot.
I wonder, you know that woman I ended up rizzing up? I wonder if
Lily?
because she's good at she's a good herbalist, I wonder if she would be able to touch my wood effectively. These are the
Trust
real
me.
questions.
Trust me, Xerix. Trust me. Donovan's gonna alley oop the fuck out of this Lily situation for you, dog.
Crazy.
Lily's most likely gonna die.
She's not going to die.
She's
If she,
chasing down
if she
someone
does
who's
die,
been
hey, if she does die, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah, just stay away from my fiance.
Hey, you're scared I'm gonna rizz her up.
No, I'm scared I'll have to use you as Tinder, and even beyond that, I'm scared that if I try sleeping with her, she'll get possessed.
crazy.
Oh yeah, you probably
Like,
shouldn't do
Well,
that.
yeah. So yeah, I mean,
He's gonna do it, but that's beside the point.
It's just
wait. You know what you should do?
That's
You
not
should
gonna-
let Echo. You should let Echo make you from from a tree like
the
protection.
condom.
Yeah, like a
It's-
condom, like a resin condom. Fucking.
No,
Oh my god, it's just
it's
I can
not
imagine
the
just pure bark.
no, it's not the semen that does it. It's magical bullshit that fucking often hit me
Yeah,
with. I wasn't expecting.
yeah, that's from like because your jizz probably went in there. That's probably why.
No.
Anti-magic condom.
Yeah, it's a
I
magic
think
condom.
I
No,
think like a
anti-magic
codpiece.
condom.
I mean, it
That's
doesn't
what
have
I
to be
need.
that big either. We all know you're not well endowed.
The guy's 7'6". Even normally, he'd be fucking packing some
Hey,
shit.
you'd be surprised. There are a lot of tall guys who have tiny cocks. You know.
Nah, bro. Nah.
You speaking from
7'6" with a
experience.
decent
Yeah, I'm
constitution.
speaking from
He's
experience.
okay.
Like, we're talking about dick sizes and how he could fuck his new wife using a resin condom that I make from a tree.
Actually, I
Yeah.
can show you guys what that would look like.
Okay,
I'm
first
good,
off,
fam. I'm
okay,
good.
first off, Donovan,
No, no, no.
you have no idea in character as to why what happened to Gwendolyn happened, and
I know.
currently,
Ivan
that's-
does though.
currently your character thinks that it's because you're corrupted. That is what I remember you saying. Your character thinks is the
Yeah.
reason
Yeah.
is because your character is corrupted. As to actually why, you don't know neither IRL nor in character. You know
Nah, she
kind of
Oh,
why.
we talked about this. What do
I
you
got
mean?
3 5s.
You know
Does that? Do I get something
only-
special?
that you know only that Zariel is your actual patron. That out of character. You obviously don't know that in
Wait,
character.
wait. Yeah, often you told us though in out of character, rather, you told us that she's taken Gwendolyn as an avatar essentially, and anyone Donovan sleeps with has a possibility to being possessed by her. So he was effectively breeding an army of avatars. For
Yes, but
Zariel
as
and
to
taking
why
the
this is
focus.
happening, you have no idea. Is what I'm saying. As to why
Oh
this is
yeah,
happening,
yeah.
you've got
As to
no
why,
fucking clue.
no, I just know it happens.
Yeah. All right.
Which is why KT is going to help me figure some things out.
All right. So Austin, you got wait. What do you mean you got 555? I'm confused.
He got
I
three
got 3
fives.
5s.
Like you rolled 3 D100s and you got 5, 5, and
Mhm.
5 like total.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I guess what? By the way, guess what I rolled? I rolled a 100.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So wait. So you got 555. Why'd you send me 13 and 12 then?
Oh, because I didn't know if you would take, because it's a lottery. You can't pull a 555. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can. It's a magic lottery. The fuck you mean? You think you can't pull 3 5s?
Then what the fuck? So I just get what?
Yeah. Hold
You
on.
get
No,
fucked, nerd.
no, that's not. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna start with Garrak. We're not even gonna bother switching to the scene or anything. We're just gonna we're just gonna bang this shit out.
Yeah.
First one.
Speed run this shit.
Okay, your first item, Garrak, you get offered is the Alchemy Jug Blue.
I know it.
The second one you get offered is
The alchemy jug green.
an Amulet of Health.
Ooh.
Take it.
That's pretty good.
that
And
would be hella
the
good for you.
third
Donovan.
one you get offered a Bead of Nourishment.
Mm.
There's these nourishment. Get it? Anyway.
The Bead of Nourishment costs 5 copper pieces. The Amulet of Health costs 250 gold. And the Blue Alchemy Jug costs 50 gold.
Alchemy jugs are pretty cool.
That's it? Fuck it. I'll take the beat of nourishment.
Okay.
I once had a character who
What
had
do
an alchemy
rations
jug.
even do?
Food. You have to eat
Yeah,
food,
for-
obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's literally okay.
It's literally
Okay.
just
Yes.
Fun
food.
fact, I once had a
Alright.
character in another campaign who had an alchemy jug, and he used to rub mayonnaise and barbecue sauce on each one of his titties.
Disgusting.
God.
Don't Gotta look this up.
All right, so yeah, the
Okay.
Amulet of
Neat
Health
shape.
and the Alchemy Jug Blue. Now, moving on to King. King, 8, 81, 21. We're going to start with that 8. You get offered a bottle of boundless coffee.
Nice.
Okay, that's your first one. Bottle
Oh,
of
that's what Ivan has.
bottle of boundless coffee. I'm setting them to you so you can look them up, because I'm not going to read what they do. Your second one is an 81. So, oh wait, this is wrong rarity. Hold on. Okay.
Does it say what the jug produces?
Yeah, it's like mayo, water.
Oh, so
thing.
it might produce these 6 items.
No,
Or
you get to
8?
tell it. Well,
You
you
get to
you
choose.
choose
Oh,
what of
I
it.
say what it is, and then it creates
There's
it.
also there's also wine and some other shit as well. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, I have the list here, but it was confusing because it says there's an amount of gallon that it create. I didn't know what it was.
Your
Now I
second
get it. Now I
the
get it.
second item you're offered, King, is the Emerald Pen. That's your 81.
huh?
And
What the
your
fuck is that?
21. You get offered the Bead of Force.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds decent. Bead of Force, 5e. Okay.
The Bead of Force is 300 gold. The Emerald Pen is 50 gold. The Bottle of Boundless Coffee is 5 gold.
Basically, you can throw a bead up to 60 feet, and it does 5d4 damage on a deck save.
So 5 gold. 50
Oh,
gold.
it also hits everyone within a 10 feet area.
300 gold. All right. And now on Xerix, you rolled 20, 80, 100. Okay. Starting with your 20.
I'm very curious about that 100.
You are offered a
Mhm.
barrier tattoo.
Barrier tattoo.
Okay. It is
Okay.
it is a rare barrier tattoo.
Okay, so that's 15 plus my dex modifier.
Yep. Next, for your 80, you are offered your 80 is the elemental gem.
Is it just any elemental gem, or
I'm going to roll real quick. Roll a d4.
it's kind of it's funny enough. It's kind of useless because I've already got in the bank the summon elemental thing. So, and that's
Roll a d4.
on repeat.
All right, so you get offered the yellow diamond. Okay.
Okay, so that's the
Earth one.
wind. Oh, okay.
Earth.
Alright.
And then lastly, for your 100,
Please be a good item. This 100 has to be good, surely.
you are offered really? This
No.
is Tankard of Sobriety.
I think I know who needs that. That is fucking hilarious.
So
No, wait, is
you
it
know-
common? Is a bro? 100 scammed me, bro. What is that?
I know.
I may need to role play me getting this jug.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The jug can make beer.
Yeah, of course I can.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
but you.
I mean,
Yeah, but
Ivan should can create
My
beer as
character
well, he
did not
doesn't
know
use
that.
it.
The second my character figures out it can make beer, he does the Philip J. Fry meme where he slams his money on the table and says, "Take my money."
Okay, that's 50 gold. Take it out of your inventory.
Well, fuck you. It's my item. First of all, fuck you.
No, not the Taker to
No,
Sobriety.
no, not
the,
that one.
The
Not
alchemy
that
jug.
Oh.
The alchemy jug.
Okay.
All right. Tankard of
one.
Sobriety
I grabbed that.
costs 5
I
gold.
grabbed that alchemy jug as fast as possible.
Tankard of Sobriety costs 5 gold. The elemental gem costs 150 gold. And the tattoo costs 300 gold.
Okay, I gotta check. I gotta add it to my inventory real quick. So I gotta see if it actually benefits me or not. Because, hold on, let me have a look. Add equipment.
I'm gonna
Test.
straight up buy the bottle
It does
of
not.
boundless coffee.
Okay, so the bottle of Boundless Coffee is only 5 gold.
Yeah,
Okay. You just
so I'm
remove-
gonna buy that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's. How much is the tankard of sobriety?
5 gold.
I'm gonna buy it because this motherfucker, this cat needs it.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna when I give it to him, he's Echo is also well, I'm not gonna give it to him yet. I'll wait for him until the effects start again. So when it does happen, what I'll do is I'll be like, here, this is a very precious item, and it lets you drink as much alcohol as you want.
Hey.
Alright. With that, our item shopping is done.
Real quick before we close shop, when the amulet of health comes up, Donovan will sort of nudge Garrak. Hopefully.
Nudge, nudge, wink.
How much
wink.
is it?
Amulet of Health. That one is 250. Yes, 250.
Holy shit! I tell him he can have it. Like, if you want to put money down, you can take it.
Looks over to the shopkeep. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, he said at the beginning. That's
Yeah,
fine.
as long as you're working as a team, that's fine, and you both own passes, and you both do.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
I'll
Here's
put a
100 gold
coin
towards the
down.
amulet.
I'll put a gold coin down. I will do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Ivan can put money down now because he's not afflicted.
Ivyn doesn't even have a pass yet. Still, does Ivyn want to buy one? I figured he doesn't.
I mean, he probably does at this point now.
Yeah,
I believe he wasn't even greedy yet when he.
No, he was.
Was he?
He was.
Okay,
Yeah.
might be-
Yeah.
I think that's probably why he didn't buy the ticket. Ivyn, you here, buddy? Not hearing any
Even?
responses.
Even.
What's up?
Hey, you there? You okay? I've-
Me?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, no, I'm all good.
Do you wanna? Yeah, we've been talking about you.
We've been trying to get your
Sorry.
attention.
Sorry, my bad. I assumed he was waiting far outside if we had the lottery place. He doesn't really.
Yeah, we were asking if now that you're not feeling greedy anymore, if you would want to buy a lottery, if you want to buy a pass to be able to get the lottery tickets or no.
Hmm.
I mean, it makes
That
sense.
is tempting.
It is.
And what, I can just get random items out of it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you roll 3 D100s, and then based off your D100 rolls, I offer you items. You have the choice to buy them or not.
Yeah, I guess he wouldn't mind actually, because
Okay.
he is. I mean, eventually he's going to be able to attune to a lot of them, so
Awesome.
might as well.
All right, so yeah, you spend 20 gold to buy the pass, and then you get
Yeah.
1 for free, and then you spend 2 more gold to get your other 2 tickets.
1 for free. I'll spend the 2 gold now, I guess.
Okay. Roll 3 D100s.
I assume I'm rolling that in the Alba.
Yes, correct.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, roll them one at a time. Roll them one at a time, because otherwise
Oh,
they
okay.
add together. They add together, and it gets really confusing.
Alright, yeah, let me do that. So that's the first one. That's the second one. The third one. How does one see their history?
I think the DM can see it.
Can
Yeah,
you see the history of rolls?
let me check.
Why can I not see my own? What is this?
History, yeah, I can.
Yeah, last 3 D100 rolls. Don't count the 144 one. That was
To refresh.
not
Hold on.
correct.
Oh, I think it only lets me see my history. Yeah. Okay, so Ivan, open the dice thing up and go to the magnifying glass. It's like 2 underneath the eye, the hide roll symbol.
Oh, right.
Click that.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell me what the 3 rolls are.
Wait, what? 1 second. Is that right? It's only showing me. No, it's not showing me what the results are. It's just showing me how I've rolled it.
That's weird.
So it would be like I've rolled 1 d100.
All right. Well, I saw a 63, so I'll just do that one as the first one. Just roll 2 more and then just send me the numbers.
It was 63,
I saw a
54,
9.
and 9.
Okay, 63, 54, and 9. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So starting with that 63. You are offered the pull of angling.
Oh, fair.
Okay. And it was what was it, 51 or 54?
54.
54. Okay.
I'm gonna quickly double check what that item was. Does it sound familiar? Transform fishing pole. Oh, it's a fishing pole. Never mind.
The second offered your item is a cursed luck stone.
Oh, I love that item.
Okay. And then your 9.
Does he know it's cursed? Is it explicitly cursed?
Oh yeah, it says explicitly cursed.
Oh, okay.
Your last one is you're offered rare armor of resistance.
Oh, of what resistance type?
Let me
Or is it
roll
just type of-
1d10.
Yeah.
Wait, what
Does
did he
10
get?
resistances?
Radiant.
What
Ooh,
did he
that's
get?
pretty mint.
He got a pole of angling, a cursed luck stone, and lastly, his rare was the armor of resistance, resistant to radiant damage.
I mean,
wait.
how many radiant creatures are we gonna come across? It
Oh,
if it was necrotic, that would have been an immediate pickup. I guess he doesn't really, although they seem really interesting to them, he doesn't really decide on any.
Okay. All right. With that, we now end the shopping segment. Anyone who wants the item, just write down in your notes how much you're either putting down for it, or if you're buying it in full, please just tell me now. Remove the gold from your inventory and take the item. If anyone else wants to pay off an item that they're currently paying off, this is now the time to do it. So go and open your notes, take your gold out of your inventory, and change how much you have owed. Make sure you're
If
keeping
I
track of
bought
this.
it outright, where do I put it?
If you bought it outright, you'll just get rid of the gold from your inventory and put it into your inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll just give yourself the item and get rid of your gold. If you're doing the whole payment system, you'll write down in your notes how much more you're paying off. You get rid of the gold out of your inventory, and then once it's paid off, then you tell me and I'll give you the item. Make sure you're keeping track of it, because I am not.
I have not been keeping track. Luckily, I haven't like put any money down for anything. I'm just kind of waiting until I can buy it outright. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Makes my
I'm
life
keeping
easier.
track of it. I do, before we leave, and this is the last thing, before we leave the shop, like he told his fiance, he wants to ask if they have rings of sending, like sending stones set on the rings, basically.
Sending stones are what rarity of
They're uncommon.
uncommon?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me persuasion.
Okay, can I role play it out? Or do you
Yeah,
want to
yes,
speak
for
through
sure.
it?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. He's gonna say, I don't remember the guy's name out of character, but my character would. Because he's been here fairly often.
Ivan.
It's, oh, 1 second. Notes time. It's something like Stormfist. 1 second. Let me.
We can't be having this again.
Keep,
no,
keep
not
talking.
again.
Keep talking. I will be just a
Just
second.
call him Jeff and we're good. Right. That's
Just
No,
continue. Just
it-
continue.
Yeah.
No, no.
You just continue.
It's a sick name.
Yeah. He's going to ask about custom orders as well before he asks about the wings of engagement. He's gonna ask about like something the whole group can use, maybe like wings of companionship, if that's possible.
I don't know
That
what
It's-
even I want.
that definitely not.
It's Grey Wind Grindelfist.
Grey
Okay,
Wind
Grey Wind
Grindelfist.
He's gonna look at him and he's gonna say, in Orcish, of course, "Hey, my man, Grey Wind Grindelfist, my brother from an orc mother. How you doing? I'm getting married and I need to do engagement rings, but being an adventurer, I truly want my beloved to know I'm safe. So do you happen to have rings of sending for sale?"
Ah,
Let me roll.
he says, ah, as he reaches down right next to him. He grabs a box and he opens up a box of rings. Before you see a whole box of sending stone rings. And you immediately begin to notice some of them are covered in blood.
Ew.
Well, damn.
Well, I mean, I could clean that up. Like,
Ask if the one with blood on it is cheaper.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
yeah.
the
This one's
one-
used.
Yeah, I'm assuming the bloody ones are cheaper.
Correct. They've been used.
Yeah, how much for 'em?
Regular one, 50 gold. Used one, 25.
Biggest. Get that biggest, prettiest one.
Yeah, he's gonna buy 2 rings for 25 gold because A, he has prestidigitation. B, this is an engagement ring, not his actual wedding ring, so it's more so for the functionality of it.
He puts them into
So-
2 separate little boxes and he hands them over to you. And he puts his hand out and expects the
Yeah.
25 gold.
He gives him the 50 gold.
It's 25 for 2.
Yeah. Oh, 25 for 2?
Yeah. You get them as they're a set. You can't. One is
Oh,
useless.
yes, of
'cause-
course. Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
so
I'm
they
sorry.
they're sold in a set. So yeah, you get 2 for the price of 25.
So we. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. And with that, you all begin to make your way to Barthen's Provisions.
As he leaves, he'll say, "You're invited to the wedding."
The orc gives you a chuckle and waves you off as you leave.
I tell him, don't invite everybody. Guy's kind of weird at weddings.
And as
That's my
Ivyn
friend.
continues to walk, he leads you all to Barthen's Provisions. Hold on. Let me make everyone visible, and let me also shut the door. All right. As you guys approach the building, you can see the smoke coming out of the chimney in the distance. Getting closer and closer, you find there's a wagon sitting with 2 mules, ready and already packed and loaded. Ivyn, what do you do as you get closer to this building, almost reaching the steps?
He would sort of gesture towards the building before slowly but surely making his way to the back of the group.
So yeah, you see
Like that.
Ivyn. You see Ivyn point to the building, letting you all know it's Barthen's Provisions, and he quickly begins to cower his way to the back of the group.
I
Mhm.
tell him, hold up, don't run away. What are we even doing here?
I got this. Where is this an
All right,
escort?
fine. Donovan says he's got it.
I'm assuming this is an escort type of deal going on, given from there being a wagon loaded up.
Donovan, not
He
knowing the
looks at the
plan,
door.
he looks to the rest of you, trying to find information.
I literally said that. Fucking Ivyn, what are we doing here?
I can
I
talk
thought we
down
all
the
read it.
shopkeep.
Did we not all read it? Am I being
Wait,
daft?
what's
No,
happening?
we all read it separately.
No.
Oh.
No.
Wait, I'm so
Everyone
confused.
everyone has read the quest. No, everyone has read it. Except
Yeah,
for
no, I
Donovan.
thought
Donovan's
that.
the only one who hasn't.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Donovan. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Oh,
No question.
I still don't
alright,
remember.
cool.
So you're
we're-
you're here to meet with the owner of
Transport.
Barthen's Provisions to help transport him to the logger's cabin, where
Yeah.
the the logger's camp, which is where you will drop off the supplies and then return with him.
Why
yeah.
tell this to Donovan?
Oh, okay. Too easy. Let me go in the shop real quick. And here, walk into the shop.
You walk up the steps and you swing the door open. Inside, you see two small little fellows, or actually three. You see
Squeeze my
three
little
small
fellows.
little fellows. All three of them being halflings, gnomes, or dwarfs. You're not sure what of them are they, but you can see one of them is currently working with a big mechanical device of some sort. It's like a gauntlet he wears with one hand, while another device on top of his head glows and helps to him to raise the big heavy device, lifting boxes and placing them around the shop. He seems to be stalking, something along the lines. In the very back, there seems to be a fellow who has just emerged from a back room carrying a pickaxe on his back. He seems to be walking towards the exit, right up to you. And as he's walking, he turns to someone standing behind a countertop, a little fellow in a hat with some feathers, saying, "Hi, Barthen, I'll be back. I'm going to go get some more coal for the fire." As Barthen, the man behind the counter, waves him off, as the little fellow says, "Aye, past you, feller," and he walks on past you and continues to
Right.
leave.
He will walk up to the counter and say in this order, he'll say, hey, how you doing? I'm Donovan Willows. I'm here for the escort job. If you want to look out the window and see the escort team that will be protecting you and the goods. Also, really quickly, do you sell any books in Gnomish? Preferably a dictionary.
I say and orc.
Why
Do
Orcish?
you not speak Orcish?
Yeah, I
You
speak orc.
literally.
Then
So
why do
what?
you need a book on Orcish?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said books in Gnomish.
No, on the language of Gnomish.
Well, I'm also like
Yeah.
halfway across the room, so I think he says this.
Yeah, Donovan, you just kind of turn around confused, and
Yeah,
so
I sound like a dumb.
Barthen's also confused. And he kind of leans into you, Donovan. He's like, "Does the orc not speak Orcish? I'm confused."
He does. He's just a fucking degenerate who's an addict.
I'm just like waving
Barthen
at y'all like, hey.
loses it. He starts slapping his knee, chuckling. "Ah, feller, if you're my guide, then I'm sure we're set in for a good time. Now, book on the language of Gnomish. Give me a second. Let me go check my back room." As he hobbles on back, and you begin to hear some scuffling and scouring. As, yeah, here we are. And he comes back out with a fairly thick-sized book. He sets it down on the table, and he says, "All right, the whole language of Gnomish. Actually written by a feller from Nomengrad. Don't know if you've ever been there yourself, but it's not too far from here. I suggest checking it out if you're interested in gnomes so much. Anyway, this book here costs
Absolutely.
5 gold, buddy."
He'll put 5 gold on the table and motion for the store owner to come around to the window to look outside and see the escort team.
He says, "Hey, just give me 1 minute. We've got a few more things we have to pack, and then I'll be meeting you outside briefly. If you need anything from the shop, please ask Vickelroy here," as he points to the feller in the gauntlet. And he says, "Vickelroy can help you with anything you might need," as he makes his way back to the back room and disappears again.
Can I ask him? I was gonna ask him something as well.
You have not moved your character. You're currently outside.
Oh yeah, no, it's because my thing's not working at the moment.
Okay, just hit refresh on it. There you go.
I did. That was being weird.
As Donovan takes the book on Gnomish, he'll put it into his traveler's pack, not his bag of beans, his traveler's pack. And he'll discreetly slide a black pocketbook into his traveler's pack, which is his tome of shadows out of character. So that the books can do that thing we talked about earlier.
Gotcha. All right. Suddenly, Donovan, your bag becomes considerably lighter.
Good. He'll also take the time to cast prestidigitation on the sending rings. because he'll be damned if he presents his fiance with a bloody ring.
All right. You clean the rings up, and do you turn to Vickelroy at all? Do you ask him of anything, or do you simply head outside?
He will turn to Vickelroy and ask him if he wants to see the escort team.
Vickelroy looks up at you and says, "Fuck do I care about, buddy? I'm here to stalk, and that's all I give a fuck about." And he instantly goes back to stalking. I work for a paycheck, not for free. And wasting my time looking at some caravan ain't getting me paid, feller. As he, like I said, just
He
continues
slides
to
him
work.
3 gold and asks him again.
In an instant, it's just like, hey, and he turns around. All right, let's see this caravan now, huh? And he walks on over to the door, and he like looks outside, and he sees 2 people, just Ivyn and Tharn, and he's like, big feller, little feller. And then he turns around and sees Echo, another big feller. Then he sees Garrak, littler feller, and then spindly feller looking at you, Donovan, seeing how thin you are.
I was gonna ask him if he has braces of archery.
The place that has magical items is the Lion Shield coaster. This is just a general
okay.
goods store.
He'll tell Vickelroy, he'll say, all right, do you approve of the team then?
I mean, I don't give a flying fuck. To be honest, if Barthen doesn't come back alive, I inherit this place. Do your job however you want. As he continues to work.
Good.
So you want him not to come back alive?
I didn't say that.
What the hell up?
Just said that regardless of what happens, I'm fine. I got a paycheck coming. You can tell he's a very selfish fellow. As he says this, Barthen comes back out the door. He's got a big backpack on now. He seems a lot more ready for the adventure as he turns to Vickelroy and he says, all right, Vickelroy, close up shop and don't keep it open longer than an hour extra for that gold you always are trying to get out of me, you dick. As he begins to hobble his way over and he looks to all 3 of you and he says, all right, fellers, let's make our way now. As he gets out and he hops into the wagon.
Okay. One last thing before we head out, gentlemen, out of town. I mean, I need to stop by the inn for half a moment. Is everyone okay with that?
Sure, go ahead.
Stop by the where?
The inn.
Hi.
All right. You guys all board the wagon, and Barthen, Donovan, you sit next to Barthen at the on the outside, leading the wagon, and you tell him you need to make a quick stop at the tavern before leaving. Barthen obliges, and he brings the caravan on over to the tavern where we will.
I'm ready for a drink, anyways.
Switch scenes. All right. As we stop outside the tavern, Barthen yells to you, Donovan, hurry it up. We don't have a lot of time. It's going to be nightfall soon, and the trip is a few days trek.
Understood. Here, like, not dash, but here speed walk into the inn.
Oh, no, I'm dashing.
So, yeah, Donovan will just speed walk into the inn.
You walk into the inn to find that KT is now working behind the counter with Raven.
I throw a gold at whoever's behind the counter, and I say, let me get a beer and a to-go cup.
To-go cups don't exist, you dickhead.
So Garrak, you throw a gold on the counter. Let me get beer and a to-go cup. And the 2 ladies look at you. Donovan, you pipe up, to-go cups don't exist, you dick. And they both look at the 2 of you. What the fuck is a to-go cup? Do you just
Wild.
want a
mug, whatever y'all got.
We've got beer in a bottle sealed with a cap.
That works. Let me get a beer in a capped bottle.
All right, strange feller. Grabs the beer and he's like, well, you've got 9 more. Do you want them all, or what are we doing here? You gave us a gold. It's 10 drinks are.
Oh no, I just want 2 of them, and then the rest is for y'all to do it really fast.
Oh, well, here they just put 2 glass bottles on the counter within a second. I guess this is fast. Yeah, here, have them.
I slipped them in my pocket.
You bolt back outside, running past Donovan, as Donovan begins to make his way past you up to the counter where he sees his wife or his fiance working. She's standing on like a stool next to Raven, just like barely, like her head is just barely peeking above the
Aw.
counter.
Donovan's just like, hey, sweet lady, they treating you well?
Of course, she says as Raven kind of just rolls her eyes.
Okay, well, here, this is for you. Here, set her box on the table.
And you slide the box over to her, and she kind of reaches her little arms over the counter, just barely able to reach it. She kind of pushes it a little bit towards the edge, and she grabs it off the table, and she opens it, and she's like, "Oh my god!" She fucking screams out. It's like just like exasperating about how pretty it is.
Yeah, I'm glad. Anyway, I gotta go do this job. I love you.
Oh,
And he'll look to Ivyn.
do you
He'll look
tell
at
her?
Ivyn
Do you
like,
tell her that you're not going to be back for a few days?
yeah, he lets her know I'm not gonna be back for a few days.
Oh,
A few days.
of course, if that's
Oh,
what,
wait,
what
never
need
mind.
be. Please be safe on your adventures.
Yeah, well, you can use that to check in with me, babe.
I really wish I was playing a dick of a character because I would have been like, yeah, he's gonna die.
As you quickly run back out, Donovan, saying goodbye, you see the guard who flips you the middle finger as you hop into the caravan, and Barthen,
He's gonna-
yas!
As he hops into the carriage, he's gonna like sling 3 gold towards the guard, and
Yeah.
he's gonna shout, "Whatever, shit pants."
As he kind of just fucking, you see his face blush like a tomato. As you all begin to embark towards the loggers' camp.
Question: what is the carriage being drawn by?
2 mules. Donkeys, essentially.
Mules, donkeys. Yes. I'm trying to check and make sure I can do what I'm trying to do.
Is 4 gallons of beer a lot of beer?
Yes.
That is
Yes,
a
I
lot.
can.
The- these bottles are my backup beer.
Yeah, I don't think you understand how big a gallon. Like it's pretty big. That's like
Yeah.
a
You know a
that's like
water
gallon of
jug?
milk.
You know a
That's
water
18
jug?
Yeah.
liters. That's 18 liters.
Think
Yeah.
of 5 water jugs full of beer.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I have my little bottles. The little bottles are backups because I have my alchemy jug, which can create beer.
Yeah.
But these little bottles are going to be my backup.
All right. Upon
So-
the way to the loggers' camp, Barthen informs you all of a little bit about the area. Oh, actually, and now that I forgot, it's finally time. Since you are now at Act 2,
Oh shit.
Oh, are we?
Yep.
Oh shit.
as the beginning
We
of
get
this
level?
quest, at the end of this quest is the next level up, because after level 3, it's every 2 quests you finish you get a level.
It's every two
No.
Yep.
Fail.
So
So
They came back in time.
with this is the first time you've ever actually left the Phandalin area. So far, you've gone, if you guys can see the party token, you can see Phandalin's right here. You've gone over
Mhm.
here. This is Nomengrad right here, this little alcove. This is Nomengrad. You've gone over here, which was Umbrage Hills, literally these hills. This is Umbrage Hill. So Umbrage Hill, Nomengrad, and then the Dwarven excavation was over here. So far, you guys have not once actually left like the Phandalin area. You've pretty much stayed around Phandalin. Every single one of these hexagons, I believe, is 25 miles?
Mm.
5 miles. They're
so
5
basically,
miles.
So basically, we completed the tutorial. Is what you're
Yes,
telling us.
you have completed Act 1.
Yay!
Yes, indeed. And with that, you guys now get to finally see the actual world map. So this is the world map, and with you guys heading to the logger camp, where do you guys go here? Hold on.
Yeah. It's over here.
Let's see
Probably the
here.
trees.
Yeah, Locust Camp this direction.
I know, I'm just trying to see, because I know there's stuff that happens along the way. Give me a second.
Oh yeah.
You've reached your limit on.
What?
Okay, here we go. Okay, so you're able to travel 25 miles in a day, and the camp is exactly 50 miles away. To get
Okay.
there, okay, so perfect. Barthen tells you all that that everything is ready and that it is time to embark. The two mules' names are Vincent and Van Gogh.
Oh, that's a clever.
Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah,
isn't there?
lovely.
Yeah, Vincent Van Gogh. Is one of them missing their
Yeah.
ear by chance?
Yeah, it'd be funny. Sadly, no. And he
Aw.
tells you, and he says that it is up to you guys which path we take, but there's two routes we could go. If we go right down the Tribor Trail, we can go into the woods and camp, not too far from the loggers' camp. Or we could go down the high road, which would bring us past Neverwinter, where we could camp at a place called Falcon's Hunting Lodge. If we go to Falcon's Hunting Lodge, we can have a free night's stay if we offer him this bottle of wine, holding the bottle of wine up.
I don't see the difference in the two. I'm gonna be honest.
We should
Role
go
play.
to
So
Never
you're
Role play and
saying
story.
if we
Oh,
don't go on the high road, we get a free bottle of wine?
Correct.
I think I know my decision,
high
guys.
road
From this.
is also considerably safer.
We should probably go to Neverwinter. I remember hearing that there was something near Neverwinter a while back from, I think it was one of the gnomes. I can't quite remember.
Actually, no. What you're talking about is a Phandalin tale. Give me just a second, and
Yeah.
I will read it to you.
I've It's the strange magic in Neverwinter Wood of a bygone kingdom.
Yes, and yeah, and that is actually to the right, not towards Neverwinter itself, but towards the Tribor Trail. So that would be going right as well. Hold on, I can read you the
Yeah,
1 second.
Neverwinter Wood is this place here, which is all
Oh
of this.
shit! Well, that took
I love
my
Neverwinter.
decision. Looks like you
Okay,
take
so
it
it's
back
it's
up.
two v2, I guess.
Also, as we talk about this,
Yeah.
the Barthen mentions that as Tribor Trail runs east, it passes through the ruins of a place known as Connieberry, a town that was sacked by barbarians many, many years ago. Not too far south of Connieberry, there is said to be a ruined temple where the locals hid treasure. On the way back,
Ooh.
could be a place we stop, if you're all interested.
Well,
I'm down.
everyone knows if there's treasure, we're going there.
Yeah, we're going there. I heard free wine, so I already am going there.
Gulak, you're an alcoholic. We need to talk.
Okay, okay. Am I an alcoholic if I have a jug that constantly makes free beer? Let's
Yes.
be honest.
Yes. Exactly
Ah.
so. Even more so, in fact.
I mean,
Whatever.
you even got your buddy telling you this.
He doesn't know anything.
Do you need me to tell you in Orcish? In here, switch to Orcish. You're an alcoholic.
That doesn't change anything.
That changes everything. Stop fucking drinking so much.
You know, if I was cool and smart, I would know primordial too.
Yeah, but
So
you're not. So
Yeah, you're not.
whatever.
Only the
See?
cool kids know primordial, and he'll reach out to fist bump Echo.
It can't be that hard to learn
you
primordial.
fist bump him, but you get splinters in your hand.
He's fine with it.
It can't be that. Does anyone here have books on learning primordial? Because I will
can
try.
literally teach you the
No.
language if you
All
want.
right. I have conversations with Donovan trying to learn primordial.
In
on the way there.
exchange, though, you need to stop drinking so much.
I did not.
So
Okay,
much.
okay. That's fair. That's fair. I'll make a deal.
And
And most
as
importantly, stop touching people's shit.
as you guys make this deal, you suddenly realize that, oh, it's been a full day's travel. Night has begun to fall, and you must now make camp. However, before you have the ability to find a place to make camp, something happens.
Hey, let's go.
About 60 feet ahead of you on the trail, there is a wild boar. It stands in a small clearing that is right between two branches in the path. They seem to just go right around this clearing and reconnect on the other side of it. The boar glares at you all suspiciously.
Oh, I'm gonna
Donovan
freaking do
will
my thing.
cast
Guys, no,
Secret
shut. This is my
Animal.
moment. This is my moment. Fuck you. This is my moment.
No.
This is my moment. I have a proficiency in animal handling. Fuck you.
I
Right.
literally have speak with animals. Donovan's gonna cast it.
Bruh. Yeah,
I
but that
also
doesn't
have
mean
proficiency
yeah,
in animal handling. Just saying.
yeah. But that doesn't mean they're gonna be nice to you. You still need to animal handle them to fucking see if they're gonna be nice.
No, actually, verbally able to communicate with it will make it persuasion, which I have proficiency in.
So do I. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, animal handling would be for like taming it, but if you can actually speak with it, it'd be more persuasion.
Yes,
I
but
wanna-
who knows if the animal can speak a full sentence?
Imagine.
know?
Anyway, Ivan's gonna stay in the wagon.
So Donovan's gonna
I've
step
opened
down.
I've opened one of the glass containers of beer, casually drinking it in the corner.
As
Even
as
on the
Echo,
low.
what do you do?
I'm going to try and tame it because I think it'd be cool as a pet, like a companion type deal.
Okay. So you approach the boar, or like, what do you do? Like, describe it.
He's gonna like just walk up slowly. And with his like he's got a very calm aura. Animals that like kind of detect on that shit. And he's gonna go up to them and he's gonna put his hand out to let it sniff his hand, basically.
The
Yeah.
orc, or the orc, the orc. It's not an orc. It's a fucking goddamn what's it called? Boar. The boar.
It's a
Yeah.
ball.
The boar does not move.
Okay, it's a fake image. Can I insight it to see if this is a fake?
You can see it's breathing. It just simply does not move.
Okay.
It is still.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna get a bit closer. Fuck it, why not?
Okay. How close to the boar do you get?
Enough to where I can actually I could touch it.
And you still reach out, and the boar still does not move.
I fucking kill it. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, he reached out and touched it, and it just didn't move.
No, he has not touched it yet, but he could touch it. It has
Okay.
not moved still.
I use guidance on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna animal handling
Guidance
check.
is touch,
and
is it
I'm
not?
gonna animal handling
Oh,
check it, and
well,
I'm gonna pat it on the head. I'm gonna stroke it to see if it likes it.
And go ahead and roll.
Okie dokie, Mr.
What?
Smokey. That is a 16 plus 6.
22. So you pet the boar very gently, but it jumps back about 5 feet, standing still in the same defensive stance. It kind of drags its hoof through the dirt, but it does not charge, nor does it attack. It still just stands there.
Oh, I'm out of ideas.
How
Fuck.
close is it to the cart?
Donovan,
From the cart, it's about 50 feet.
Oh, never mind.
It's so think about it. It's like it's like a fork in the road, and the cart's currently stopped at the fork in the road, and then between the fork there's this clearing that the boar is standing in the middle of. On the other side of the clearing, the fork reconvenes on a single path. So it's like a vagina.
Yeah.
Question. Whoa. Question.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask the tree because I can speak with plants. I'm gonna ask the tree what's wrong with it.
You use your magic and you make your way.
Notice.
You have to leave the clearing, obviously, because there's no trees near it. So you have to leave the clearing, walking over to one of the sides of the path, getting close enough to one of the trees to speak to the tree, and you do so. You cast the spell "Speak with Trees," and the tree.
Imagine trees are quite intelligent compared to other plants.
The tree responds. That is no boar.
I knew it.
I'm gonna ask what is it then?
It is a native species living within this forest.
And is it dangerous to us, or is it part of Mother Nature?
Those two things exist in one.
I mean, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Okay. I want to ask him: is it a monstrosity? Because that's different. Unless you count that.
No.
Okay.
No. It is no monster.
Okay, so it's not a boar. Is it? It can't be a changeling. That wouldn't make any fucking sense.
Is it a mimic?
Could be a mimic.
Wouldn't be a mimic
Is
because
it- oh,
yeah,
Donovan
no,
touched
no,
the mimic and it attacked him. He touched it and it didn't do anything.
oh, true. Could it be one of those frogs?
No.
Excuse
It
me,
would have
while he-
disappeared after a
okay.
minute, and it's definitely been over a minute since this thing started.
True.
Since this
True.
encounter
That
started.
is true.
I'm gonna ask it if it knows the name of the creature.
We do not speak it, for it angers their god.
Could I use history? Oh, well, actually, never mind. Because I wouldn't know. Never mind.
And also,
wanna
you
ask
can't
that
hear
you-
this conversation either. This is happening just with
Yeah.
Echo in the
I
tree.
figured.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm-
I'm
as,
not.
I'm
as
going to.
Echo-
Oh.
I'm still hiding my alcoholism.
Go ahead, Echo.
Okay. I'm
Go
gonna ask the tree again. If it knows the god.
The branch of the tree just kind of waves, almost creaking and moving, until it points at Garrak.
Oh fuck.
What did that mean? I don't know what that means.
We can speak no more.
He thanks the tree. He's also going to give him some of his nutrients to the tree as well as a thank you.
The tree hums in delight as it falls silent.
So I'm gonna relay that all back to the group.
What did he say?
Apparently it was something to do with Garrock's god, I think. And also that it's not a boar.
If it's of nature, let me try to actually
Wait.
talk to it. I can actually speak with animals.
Nah, because that don't make that. Why? What the fuck? That don't make no damn sense.
I
What,
don't
me
know.
being able to speak with animals? Neither does your abhorrent alcoholism.
No.
but here we are.
Why would a storm god want to deal with animals?
I don't know, but I'm going to talk to it, and he'll hop down off the cart and walk towards the boar, the animal, because it's not a boar. He knows that, so he's just gonna walk to it and wave at it and say, "Hello, can we talk?"
The boar still stands as a statue.
I said I'm pulling out the big guns. I'm asking my goddess, what the fuck is this thing?
Your goddess answers, "We do not know."
Are you
Alright.
looking for a fight?
Okay, wait. So okay, so he's gonna ask.
I do what I have to. I guidance myself, and then I walk up.
Oh,
and
what
get-
what
I
what if,
walk
what
up
if
to
it's?
it.
I was gonna say, what if it's a construct?
That's what I'm
Mm.
saying. So I
I'm very
guidance myself and
surprised
I
how
walk
much
up to
time
it.
has been invested into this.
I do want to ask one more thing to the ghost. I do want to say, so it's not something in your realm, like you didn't make it.
No, that is no boar.
Okay, so mate.
As
Ah,
Garrak, you walk up to it, and as you approach, it turns and runs into the woods, disappearing into the thick forest brush.
Garrak,
that
I,
was weird.
I knew you weren't
I
the
don't
prettiest,
chase it
but to
because
have
I'm
that
nervous. I'm like, what? I'm confused. Like I said, I don't understand why a storm god would deal with an animal.
Echo's gonna put his hand on Garok and he's gonna be like, "I think you smell a little bad. That's probably why he ran away."
That's probably what it is. That's true.
Donovan will cast
It's not the
prestidigitation to
bleach
change
alcohol.
Gulak's smell a little bit.
Yeah,
He
and
just
I give a few flowers to make him smell better, like
You-
lavender.
I message
Yeah.
Donovan so no one else hears. I'm like, hey, thanks.
You
Yeah,
guys
stop
decide that
drinking
this
anymore.
is
It's not so
probably
bad.
Barthen mentions that this is probably a better spot than any to camp out at. Taking the opportunity, you guys all park the caravan inside the clearing, and you set up your tents for the night. Everyone, take a long rest.
Hoggerino.
Do we not need to do watch?
If you guys would like to, I'm just gonna keep going so we can get
if
to the
we're
next.
That's
pre-passing,
fair, that's
okay.
fair.
Okay.
And with that, you guys awaken the next day, the sun shining through the tents, fluttering into your faces, warming you, kissing you with the nice embrace of a new day. As you all awaken, packs your stuff, have a nice breakfast with Barthen, and then continue making your way to the Neverwinter Woods.
Yeah.
It takes about half a day's time to finally arrive. But by the time you get there, things are disastrous. As we
Before
change
dawn,
scene.
Womp
I
womp,
filled up the empty bottles with more beer.
bruh.
I had to use my barrel before dawn, or my whatever this is called.
As you
My
all
alchemy jug. I had to use it before dawn.
as you
so.
all arrive. Barthen
Sure.
stops the wagon very fast before making it to the town. Pointing the damage and destruction out to all of you, he says, "Oh my God, what has happened?" You see streaks of blood scattered throughout the logging camp, the tents damn near soaked in it. You see human claw prints, what seems to be fingers, dragged through the sand into the distance. You can see multiple buildings destroyed, burned down. You see fires smoldering upon the hill to your left. Everything in this area feels wrong. It is
Gentlemen.
silent, and there is not a single body in sight. With that, we have reached the end of today's session.
Ooh.
We will be wrapping up a little bit
Very
early.
nice.
Wrapping up a little bit early today so we can pick up right here at a nice moment to continue the next episode.
Curious as to see what will happen next.
What happened at the logging camp? All right, everybody. As always, I have been your host of the D&D Orphan, signing off to all of you beautiful adventurers at home enjoying today's episode. If you did enjoy today's episode, please, as I said earlier, make sure to tap that notification bell so you're alerted every single time we go live or upload a video. Make sure to smash that subscribe button so we know so you join the adventurers, the Orphan Guild as a fellow adventurer. And of course, if you did enjoy, hit that like button and leave a comment down below about your favorite part of today's episode. I've been your host, the D&D Orphan, and all of these lovely players signing off. Say goodbye, everyone.
See ya.
Have a
See
good one.
ya.
Hope to
Bye-bye.
see you next time.
And we'll see you
Yep.
guys next Saturday. And broadcast. And the stream is done. Oh, I did the wrong thing again. Son of a bitch. I ended the stream when I was supposed to end the recording. Well, now both are
Oh.
over.